happy hump day, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, do I have a fun surprise for you. Welcome to the Kinda Funny Morning Show. My name is Nick Scarpino. This is Emma Watson. And with me today is a man that I have known for all of my life, and he is known for most of my life. My brother, at Scarpino Man on Twitter.
What's up,
Scarpino.
everybody? Yay!
Damn, that sounded really cool at the end there.
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do sometimes on my little podcast. Kevin, thank you.
Start all your shows?
Yeah, it's hard when you're tired too, because you have to like come up with fresh shit, you know. So I do my best, but I'm excited this morning. I've been up for like 6 hours.
You have.
So I got on the plane.
And you've been
like
texting me for about 3 of those
No,
hours.
I knew you weren't awake. I knew you were going to be awake. I was like, let's go to Pete's and wait for Nick to give a shit.
I tell my brother, I'm like, just come over at 10. He's like, great. I get in at 8:30. What time should I be there? I'm like, 10. The answer still doesn't change. I don't need you there at 8:30.
I pulled a dad on you. I was like, we're downstairs.
Well, I was almost like
6 hours early.
And then I thought, I was like, oh, I could have called Cool Greg, because Cool Greg's always here before I get
Cool
here.
Greg
I
was
could have
not
just
here.
had him be.
I was still first here. I saw Kevin cruise like, you know, tumbling down the fucking hill after he parked his car. And I just looked at him and went, this is ridiculous.
It's one of those things where every time my brother comes into town, I have to prepare myself mentally for the sheer volume of energy that both of us are going to put out.
What happened?
What happened was, as I was walking down the street, very calm, collective. I just listened to a podcast about the mechanics of jiu-jitsu by one of the top coaches on the planet, and I was like, this is really cool. And I look up and I see my brother shirtless on our balcony, screaming at the top of his lungs, like one of those like a sand person.
I did do this.
And I'm like,
but what's funny
this is going to be the next 4 hours of my life.
I did not realize the woman standing waiting for that train.
A lot of people saw that.
She was like on her phone and then looked up and was like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? And then because I was just looking at you, and then I went, I might as well.
The thing is, when you're shirtless,
there's
just so much of you.
Yeah.
There's so much of you. And looking up and seeing that, and you, what did I do? What did I do?
I think, you just sort of.
I just shook my head. I waved you off. No, don't go home.
Yeah.
Don't come home. Stay on third.
Yeah, no.
I'm not ready for this.
No, I did it.
I took a breath. I came up. And now we're having a great time, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, the Kinda Funny Morning Show comes to you each and every day here on twitch.tv/KindaFunnyGames, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're on the West Coast, which some say is the best coast. If you guys, if you want to come here and be in the chat with us, we'd love to talk to you. We interact with our chat all the time, especially right now or at the end of the show. And of course, if you want to be one of our illustrious subscribers, if you want to support this channel because you're just like, you know what, I can't live without you. I don't know how to quit you. I want to give you some money. Well, you can do that by either giving us your hard-earned money, or if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. Yesterday, Greg gave his away to one of the community members. Last month, I gave mine away to one of the community members. We're doing that every day in order to.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we pick people that are streaming out there.
You're
and
a
we
lot
give
of
it.
people.
It's free money. It's not really that nice. I'm not really like doing. It's literally almost the least we could do. The least we could do is what I did for 6 months and just not even subscribe to my own channel. But it's literally like, it's so easy. Once Joey showed me how to do it, you just link, you go subscribe. It's super easy.
Yeah.
So guys, get out there if you want to do that and support this channel. If not, don't let that go to waste. Give it to someone else. Of course, today's episode of the Kinda Funny Morning Show is brought to you by kindafunny.com/store, where you can get the cool new Kinda Funny zip-up hoodie. You can get the Kinda Funny Games Daily tee, which has become my first favorite shirt, and then you can get the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is my second first favorite shirt, the Party Mode shirt. Let me tell you something about this shirt that I like, Matt. Now I didn't design this.
Great.
Thank you.
What?
Is it alive?
What is it? Oh, I feel like a little.
Is it alive? Ow.
Jiu-jitsu.
Stop it. Of course. Oh, is it down?
I guess their website's down. Too many people are trying to go and buy it right now.
Wow, fantastic. Well, once that website's, God, we're having so many problems.
That's super efficient, Kevin.
There you go. So go over and check those out. If you guys want a Party Mode shirt, you can get a Party Mode shirt. This shirt reminds me of all things from the 80s in Miami, which is not a place I've ever been to, but I just remember it being awesome. Also, some housekeeping things real quick. The MCU in review, Iron Man 2 is up. It's doing very, very well. We're very much, are you aware that we're doing this? Every week, we're picking one Marvel movie leading up to Infinity War, and we're reviewing it. So 45 minutes we sit down. This week was Iron Man 2. But if you started the first week of January, it actually lined up so every week you'd watch a film leading right into the Infinity Gauntlet movie.
I believe I saw something that's on the socials.
There you go. So we're having fun with that. Of course,
I did not watch this.
We did our Thor review yesterday, and that was actually a really good one because I think Well, I won't spoil it for you guys, but that's coming out on Tuesday, so double check with that. Quick show update. I will be at Shit Arcade this weekend at SF Sketchfest. That's Mike Drucker's show. You can go, yeah, he invited me to do a little set before they start playing. Shit Arcade, by the way, is his, it's basically comedians playing bad video games, making fun of them. It's a super fun show.
How many minutes are you doing?
Oh, just 5 minutes.
That's a lot.
But I'll be there for the rest of the show.
That's a lot of minutes.
Oh, that's pretty fun. Cool. I think that's the whole rigmarole.
It looks like your list, yeah.
Let's go into some news. So today we're going to talk a few news stories, and then I'm going to do a deep dive with my brother on some of his recent work, because he is becoming the person that makes everyone's studio for them. And I think it's very, very fascinating, not the least of which he just completed work on Coral Sword, which is Hunter Pence and Alexis Pence's studio out in Houston, Texas.
I believe she's watching.
Is she watching right now?
I think she's watching. I don't know how she tells us she's watching.
Yeah, but when Alexis watches me, it's this.
Oh God, here it comes.
She'll be, Nick. No, she turns it off. Maybe she'll look at me occasionally, make sure I'm still alive. But she's got way better shit to do than listen to me.
Alexis does, yes, but Hunter is in love with you, so he thinks you're the funniest and the best directors ever worked with.
Hunter has great taste. He has great taste. He's got great taste in spouses and in friends and in careers.
Yeah.
Go Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, I say that like I've watched the Giants game any time the last.
You don't even know.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
don't even know where he
friend.
stands.
I'm a bad friend.
In the stadium.
Let's go into this quick news story. And this might be slightly spoilerific territory, so people, it's beginning already for the Han Solo film.
Do you want me to put spoilers, bro, up?
No. This is an official plot synopsis released by the people who are making Solo, a Star Wars standalone film, or whatever the hell they're calling it right now. This is from Egan.com. Jordan Oleman says the official plot synopsis for Solo, a Star Wars film, has been revealed, reconfirming the film is planned for a May release. The news was announced in a blog post on the official Star Wars website, offering small details about the plot of the forthcoming movie. Now, by small details, they really mean just small details. So don't get the bat with the fucking
Jesus.
Barbed wire wrapped around it out yet for me. Don't need me on this one, okay, people? Directed by Ron Howard and starring Alden Ehrenreich. The movie is set prior to the events. I don't know how to say this fucking last name. And you know what? Unless he does 2-3 more movies, it's like Vietnam. You know what I mean? Where they wouldn't learn the new guy's name until he proved himself. This guy's gotta prove himself to me before I can learn his name. I just learned like Joel Edgerton's name, so. Just like the nom. Directed by Ron Howard and starring Alden Ehrenreich, the movie is set prior to the events of the original trilogy and will follow a young Han Solo in his formative years. The official description reads, quote, board the Millennium Falcon and journey to a galaxy far, far away in Solo, a Star Wars story. An all-new adventure with the most beloved scoundrel in the galaxy. Through a series of daring escapades deep within a dark and dangerous criminal underworld, Han Solo meets his mighty future co-pilot, Chewbacca, and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian in a journey that will set the course of one of the Star Wars saga's most unlikely heroes. That is the end of that synopsis. The synopsis highlights his encounter with young, gambling Lando Calrissian, a role played by...
Who do you think they're going to get? Do you know who's Lando?
Donald Glover. A role played by Donald Glover of Atlanta fame. You know Donald Glover from...
yes.
Yeah, he's really funny.
From The Martian, too.
The Martian.
He's in The Martian.
He's in The Martian. Yeah.
The Martian.
Yeah, you said The Martian, too.
Also.
Thank you. I was like, did
Martian
they make a fuck? Did he go back to Mars?
Yeah, basically.
He's like, guys,
someone else that was like,
it's like Lost.
Oh,
I gotta go back.
I have to shit on another potato. It's time to shit on potatoes. Matt Damon.
What I love from this is that I hope after watching that movie, that's all you gleaned from it. What was that movie about, Matt? Matt Damon had to shit on a potato. Oh, we're already off to a bang on this show.
I mean, there were other things. Kristen Wiig was in it also. Jeff Daniels.
She was in it.
But at the same time, he shit on potatoes.
He did shit on some potatoes.
And then
I think his shit made the potatoes. But
shit on them.
I don't think he shit on them per se.
Shit flakes.
He did.
All right.
Sometimes I wish that I get trapped on Mars so I can lose weight.
Just lose weight.
Just lose weight.
Oh, God, he
just look jacked. He smelled probably stinky pinky, but man, he was jacked. He was fucking jacked. So that's cool. Not much in this news story, Matt. Scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for all of these new Star Wars movies that are coming out?
I'm not.
Exactly.
No,
if Matt doesn't care about them, then no man over the age of 40 should.
No, I mean, there are some people, but like, do I get time to go see movies? No, I want to see more movies, but I don't have time to see movies. So I should see them at least when they come out. I mean, I haven't even seen Blade Runner yet, the second one.
Oh, well, it was really good.
No, I know. I have to buy it now or rent it. But that's actually better, though, because you've talked about this a ton on the show.
Yeah.
Where I would rather, because this is my wife wants the new hotness on the wall.
It says shit flakes coming to a grocery store.
That's
Jesus Christ.
No, I mean my wife wants to put a 75-inch LED on the wall.
I think you should encourage her to do that.
No, she's already ordered. Like she wants me to go get one.
Oh, I see.
And
you should talk to
making
Tim
our
and make
room-
sure you get the perfect one. Otherwise, Tim will make fun of
Only
you.
one.
Sure. What is it? The Sony?
No.
The Samsung?
OLED,
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of, yeah, the Samsung is probably where we're going to go. All my TVs are Samsung.
LG.
No, I don't like LG. They blow up. But here's the deal. Put the big one on the wall.
They blow up.
I put the big one on the wall, and then we can just watch movies in our house with surround sound. Why would I pay to go into a movie theater when I have a 75-inch on the wall? It's almost 7 feet wide.
It's one of those things where
That's almost the distance of this son of a bitch.
I went
big TV.
We purposely went the night that Blade Runner came out, obviously because we wanted to talk about it on the show. I wanted to support it in the theater, and I think that movie was one of those that you should see on a bigger screen. It was stunning. Having said that, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it every bit as much because it's very slow and very long. If you can pause it occasionally and take a shit
Or tinkle.
or tinkle pinkle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we yeah.
I noticed that I enjoy movies a lot more that I would not have enjoyed in the theater when I can pause, walk around, and come back to them, when I can do it on my own time. And that's the dangerous thing, is that I'm starting to get more inclined to do that. Like Dee and I will always go, like, do we really want to watch this movie, or should we save this for an on-demand movie? Because you have to backlog them, right? If you go, there's nothing worse than it's a Sunday, you're like, what do you want to watch? There's nothing to watch because you've already spent $20 to see that fucking, you know, Greta Gerwig movie in the theaters. It's like, I'm not really gonna need to see that. I'll see it here, right?
Yeah, no, I
just
do
wait till the
that.
post,
I do
by
that
the
all
way,
the time. I record. My wife allows me to record a few things. Everything's programmed within an inch of its life, but I get a couple of slots occasionally, and I just did that. We talked about the Mark Wahlberg movie with the oil rig. What is it called, Kevin? What's the oil rig movie where?
New Horizons.
Event Horizon. No.
New Horizons.
No, it's not New Horizons. It's something Horizon. Yes, that's correct. Something Horizon. Watch, somebody's probably going to find it. I actually watched that in
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, it was a real oil rig that blew up in 2010. It was the worst.
Deepwater Horizon.
Deepwater Horizon. Thank
says.
you to whomever said that. But yeah, so I watched that in shifts. I also turned all the lights off in the house and watched it loud because my wife sometimes doesn't like the TV loud. We have brand new windows and doors. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I have a house, not an apartment.
Yeah.
And so when she goes to work at night, when she goes to direct her rehearsals, I'll put on something that I know she doesn't want to watch. That's my favorite time because I can actually pay attention.
Yeah.
And you're right. You can't actually pause it. You can do whatever you want to do with it.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is you become,
it's addicting.
You just become very aware of what the other person in the room is thinking of the film when they're in the room. And the only way really to alleviate that is to have them not be in the room.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, if you've been married for over 5 minutes, because my wife will do this thing where all of a sudden, out of this huge pillow of heat blanket and all this other, this phone will pop up and you'll see the light on her face, and I'll be like, oh, I guess you're not getting it. No, I like this movie. Okay, now what's happening again? No, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
Here's what I get.
We've already gone there.
Here's what I get.
You've
I'll
watched
be
the whole
watching a
goddamn
movie,
thing.
and I'll be kind of into it, and I'll pick up my phone to look at IMDb trivia because I like to do that. As
Sure,
I'm watching
during the
especially if it's a movie that I've seen before. We're watching it again. I like the second screen experience, and the second I pick it up, I feel the comment. That's a comment.
Yeah.
Are you not watching this? Are you not?
Yeah. Who are you texting? Are you working?
Are you not?
Are you working?
Do we not?
No,
want to
I was
watch this?
actually looking up porn.
There you go.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I like looking at porn.
Because sometimes I like to
looking
go,
at naked
I wonder-
dudes and naked ladies.
I wonder if this actress has posed nude.
Wow.
And that is not
You just
the
admitted
case.
that. Let's go into the next news story. Suicide Squad 2 rumored to be Ben Affleck's final appearance as Batman. We should note that the original story that this comes from is a rumor. We don't know much about this, but Egan has written it up, so I will read it. Alex Gileadoff writes, Suicide Squad 2 is rumored to be the final movie for Ben Affleck's Batman. According to Batman on Film, it's now looking likely Affleck's last stint as the Dark Knight may come in the Suicide Squad sequel rather than in Flashpoint, as reported last year. With the Justice League's underwhelming box office performance currently unknown, a Flashpoint will get made, according to the site. It's also worth noting Affleck has worked with Suicide Squad 2 director Gavin O'Connor before in 2006, The Accountant, and had a brief cameo appearance in the first Suicide Squad movie. However, it's not known just how big of a role Ben Affleck will have in the sequel, which is reportedly scheduled to begin filming in October this year.
I don't care about Ben Affleck, but you can keep going.
The thing about Ben Affleck...
Am I supposed to care about Ben Affleck?
Well, we don't know anymore.
What?
That's fine.
I think you should pay attention to what we're talking about before you jump on in there.
I'm saying you don't like Ben Affleck?
Hashtag Peru strong. Here's the thing. No, I don't care about Ben Affleck. Like, again.
The thing is this. I think he's a good Batman. I think it's obvious he doesn't want to do this anymore. I think the more egregious offense is that they're making Suicide Squad 2, but that's just me. And here's the problem. Nobody liked Suicide Squad 1. Nobody liked it. You were hard-pressed to find people that were like, that was a great film. Some people enjoyed it. It won an Academy Award for Best something or other.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. So that's great. The fact that they're making a second one is... makeup, thank you. The fact that they're making a second one is just because the first one did well at box office. Just people went and saw it.
I mean, yeah, they have like a following. I don't know
if it's a following or not. I think it's more of, hey, it made money, let's try it again until it doesn't make money, right?
Beat a dead horse.
Yeah. This horse is in the ground already, and you're just kicking the fucking dirt on top of it. That's all I'm talking about right now. So whether or not Ben Affleck is in this movie, I don't care.
Pulling that skin off that arm.
I want him just to be like, I'm done. He does not need to be in any more movies. They can recast it.
You're saying he needs to pull a Daniel Day and go be a cobbler?
Be a cobbler. In Italy? Did you see the Phantom Thread?
No, not yet.
Have you seen it?
No.
I really want to.
I kind of do too.
No, here's my thing. I heard,
but I also kind of don't.
Wasn't Daniel Day retiring from film?
Yeah.
And did he not retire after Lincoln and then all of a sudden come back with this fucking weird movie?
He really likes working with Paul Thomas Anderson. P.T. Anderson. No, I'm sorry. Not Wes Anderson, not Paul. Who's the guy that did There Will Be Blood? I gotta look this up. There will be blood.
The blood of lambs.
It's one of the Andersons.
Cool, Greg, and
Paul Thomas Anderson. He loves working
from that.
with Paul Thomas Anderson. If I'm not mistaken, The Phantom Thread is a P.T. Anderson film.
Fine.
It's one of those things where it's like I want to see it because it looks beautiful. It's about something that I find fascinating, which is the world of couture, haute couture,
haute couture.
Clothing making, garment making, whatever. I think it's fascinating. I've watched many documentaries on it.
Have you really?
I really have.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched. There's a great one.
That's like a therapy session right there. That's amazing.
You know, why don't you fucking expand your horizons, bro? Why does it always have to be fucking football and Bud Light?
Because that's what I do. Well, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, you love football. You watch
I watch football, and I drink.
When's the last time you watched a football game?
I drink me some Coors Lights. Somewhere in the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas, I was flipping around some channels.
Oh, you're watching some college football?
Yeah, my problem is, again, you know, if I'm going to sit down and tie one on and watch the games.
First off, I love you to death. I've never seen you tie just one on. Usually when you start tying one on, it becomes a Christmas light bulb
I meant watch
string.
one game.
Oh,
not,
okay.
You're talking about drinking?
Well,
no,
generally when you use the phrase
tie
one on, it means you're getting fucking hammered.
You know, I understand. I made a mistake, and you're absolutely right. One is a problem. Like I told my doctor the other day when he said, and I quote, "Do you drink? Have you drank more than 5 alcoholic beverages in one sitting this year?" And I was like, "You mean last week? Like this year?" That's an actual question. Have you had more than 5 in one day all year? And I'm like, bro, yes. How about Comic-Con? How about E3?
Yeah, this guy doesn't party.
Hashtag IGN
this
party
guy clearly
is the
does not
only way
party.
to get through it.
That's true.
For those of you listening.
So I don't know why Daniel Day-Lewis comes back. I'm assuming.
I don't get it. I thought he
found
retired.
The movie looks stunning. It's just I know it's going to be like There Will Be Blood, which is going to be really fucking intense.
Yeah,
and
but There
super
Will Be
depressing.
Blood was
And at the end of
actually
it,
an amazing story.
Yeah, I'm sure this
could be
is
an
too.
amazing story.
But I'm sure at the end of it, I'm going to fucking want to kill myself, just like at the end of the. Remember it is that?
What the?
I betrayed my child. I've
abandoned my boy.
I've abandoned my boy.
I've abandoned my child.
I've abandoned my boy.
I've abandoned my son. Would you say I'm an oil man? The blood of lambs. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. It's hard without the mic in my mouth.
No, you got it.
I like this. Kev, do I sound this summer? Does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Kevin Coelho and his mom.
Okay. Stop talking about my mom.
Let's go,
it's
dude.
Weird
hey,
me out.
you know what? Skin that arm. Let's move on.
Let's go on to the next story, ladies and gentlemen. More in the DC universe. The Flash standalone film taps directors John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein to direct. They were the writers of Spider-Man Homecoming. Quote, Spider-Man Homecoming scribes John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein are in negotiations to direct Flashpoint, the Flash standalone movie starring Ezra Miller. Warner Brothers has no comment. This is exciting news for me, and here's why.
You like The Flash?
I like Spider-Man Homecoming. I think it was solid, straight up script, good story. They told it. Didn't blow you away, but it got the job done. And I walked out of the theater going, I liked that movie. It had a good amount of humor in it. they did a good job with it. So the fact that they're starting from that standpoint shows me that some of the new leadership over at DC is like, all right, let's bring some people in here who kind of have a good sense of humor about it, can write a solid 3-act structure screenplay that makes sense from beginning and the end. Maybe one we won't have to do copious amounts of reshoots on to make it make sense.
Sure.
This excites me. Do I care about the Flash standalone movie? Sadly, no. I don't. I don't care about it. You didn't see Justice League, did you? Good for you. Good for you.
I did see, however, Vacation. These
are also the directors of Vacation. I thought it was funny.
I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, the Ed Helm, Christina Applegate, right? Was the wife in that? I believe so.
That's correct. Yes.
Of course, a redo of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation series.
It's not a redo. I think it was isn't it a new story because it's when they grow up. Because they played themselves in the movie.
He
Beverly
plays the
D'Angelo
son.
I didn't catch that.
Chase.
These are the kids?
Yeah, this is Rusty.
No shit.
Yeah, this is
Duck
Rusty
Kid, right?
and Rusty's daughter.
And
the
I did
dad
not
is
catch
Chevy
that.
Chase
How did I not
and
know
Beverly
that?
D'Angelo. Because it's like a scene in the middle, and a beginning, and then in the middle.
must not have watched it that closely.
And then,
That's genius.
And then, no, it's them going on a vacation like his dad did.
I'm gonna tell you one thing
And
right
all
now.
the chaos that ensues.
Last Christmas, I was like, I'm hankering for a Christmas movie, right? You got the Home
we watched
Alones.
it. We have it.
You got the Home Alones.
It's on the Amazon.
You got the classics, right? The Home Alones, the Muppet Christmas Carol.
We watch Little House on the Prairie Christmas. It's
That's a special kind of twisted.
horrible.
That is a special
Because
kind
every
of
time
twisted.
I know it's coming, and at the end I
kill a
still
dog? What
weep
do they
like a
do?
baby. No, the storyline's very loosely. It's when Laura Ingalls is younger, and she wants to get her mom something special, so she sells her horse to Nellie and buys her mom a stove. But Charles wants to buy the stove, but he can't buy the stove because it's already sold. And Nellie
They just keep selling horses, and this person that's
Nope.
buying these horses is like, I'm
No,
getting these fucking things for a deal.
At the beginning
getting
of
them
it,
for a steal.
No, this is why Michael Landon was so brilliant. At the end of it, it's she opens the mother Carolyn opens the present and says, "This is from Melissa Gilbert. What's her name? I just said it.
Melissa Gilbert.
No, the actress name. Half Pint, the daughter.
Short round?
Yeah, and essentially, there's a moment where because every one of the effing Little Houses were like there was a story at the end,
Right.
or a message, and he was I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like yeah, I feel like Jeff Goldblum, okay, and it's great. I don't know, I'm doing like what's his name?
Fun. You're working through the material right now.
No, I just because
That's
so
how
we
it
watched
goes.
that. We also watch what was the Muppet one you said?
Muppet Christmas Carol.
No, but what about? Have you ever seen the Junkyard Band Otter Christmas?
No.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my God.
Either way,
There's a lot of Muppets. There's a lot of
was-
Christmas things we have on Hook. None of that made sense. Continue.
Either way, over the Christmas break, I was like, I need something. I need something good. And I always forget about Christmas Vacation. And every time I come back to it, I'm like, this movie is genius. It's so good. It's so brilliant.
Yep.
And it's so unlike the rest of the vacation movies that came before because they, in fact, don't go anywhere. They're just in the house, which is even better. Because once you watch that and then you go to Mom's Christmas Eve, you're like, God, they nailed it. They fucking nailed it.
Yeah, but
they nailed
Mom's
that.
Christmas Eve wasn't too bad this year.
It was not bad. But there's always an air.
No,
there's always
it's
an
like,
undercurrent
you're
of
like, there's a line where you're like, this shit
maybe-
could fall. Everyone's just gonna tip over
It
to
is
the side.
it is
and the
when
fucking Titanic's gonna
our
sink.
Christmas Eves at the Scarpino family house are a tightrope walk. You are walking a tightrope. We're like that weird movie that no one watched, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt about that idiot that decided to walk across the Twin Towers before they got
I
knocked
watched
down.
the documentary on that. And
That was a good documentary,
freaky
but
as
then
shit.
Robert,
Yeah, Wire.
Wire. Then they made a movie. Robert Zemeckis is like, this is gonna be my next film. It's gonna be awesome. Everyone's like, we don't.
Robert Zemeckis. Yeah, that's
Like,
great.
good for you.
should
Good
not
for
have made
you.
that movie.
You know what you should watch instead, Robert Zemeckis? Drop Zone, starring Wesley Snipes.
I just watched that.
Great
the other
movie.
Night.
So did I.
It's great. This is so great. You know what I also watched the other night? Kohai.
Rising Sun?
Which
That's
is brilliant. And
such
then I
a
also
bad
caught the same day. It was a Wesley Snipes day. Passenger 57. Always bet on black.
I
mean,
watched-
it was like so much Wesley Snipes in my mouth.
He's so good. I watched Blade the other day with him, and I'm like,
my
what the
God.
fuck? Wesley Snipes, pay your taxes, stay out of jail. Let's do this. Well, he was so good.
He's such a good-looking man.
He's so beautiful.
We saw him at an IGN party once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Still good looking?
At Comic-Con.
What's happening here?
and
Your
it
wife's
was,
calling.
yeah, I don't understand. Can't. She knows I'm on the show. I don't understand why she's calling me now.
What are you gonna do? Probably same reason you text me when I'm sleeping. Let's go into this next news story, Kev, and then we'll chat a bit. By the way, queue up your questions, comments, and tips. We'll be reading those right after this story. So if you have any questions for my brother or myself, or you want to just say hello, you can do that. We'll read tips at the $5 or above level. This story again comes from theegan.com. Alex Osborne says all 5 of the Fantastic Beasts films will take place in different cities. Director David Yates has revealed Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was set in New York, while the second film, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, will take place in Paris. When asked by Entertainment Weekly if this city-hopping pattern will continue throughout all 5 films, Yates replied, yes, noting J.K. Rowling has already informed him about where the third film will be set. Cool, Greg.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see more Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
100%.
Are you excited that we're going to see that not only the American wizarding world, but now we're going to get to see the French, the wizarding world of the French and other European countries?
Yeah, I mean, Goblet of Fire, I thought got weird once they introduced all those people. Like, it was cool for the story, but it wasn't my favorite story.
You don't think it's gonna be cool if we see like an ancestor of Fleur?
I mean, it's cool to see it. I hope
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I already love what I love about it. You know what
All right. Did you like seeing America represented?
100%, yeah.
The gold.
I'll make some more America too.
All right. Cool. Greg says, "Listen, J.K. Rowling, if you're watching, bring it back to this country, okay? Why don't you bring it back to where everything is? We're gonna make. Can't believe I'm making this joke, but I'm doing it anyway. We're gonna make Fantastic Beasts great again. Bring it back to America, okay?
With a bucket of chicken.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bucket o' chicken. That is it for news stories. Let's read some tips real quick before we go into the deep dive topic.
Tips?
Yeah, why not? People can give us tips. TFH Show says, congrats to comedians Tom Segura and Christina P. on their new pregnancy, and happy 96th birthday to the Betty fucking White. Also, as the official...
she's good.
God, she's so fucking good
Do you watch The Golden Girls still?
Oh, yeah.
We have a section that's always recording it. Yeah, we always have a DVR. So fucking girls,
Also,
girls.
as the official Kind of Funny Cap King, nice cap Matt, rocking that shit, homie. A lot of people like the 805 hats.
805.
The thing about Betty White is this. She's the GOAT. Are you familiar with this term? No, not that kind of GOAT. It is an acronym that stands for the greatest of all time. Some people say Tom Brady, the greatest of all time football quarterbacks. Jay-Z, the greatest all time hip hop artist.
New York.
Producer, right? Betty White, in my opinion, is up there in the discussion of the greatest all time comedic actress or actor. She's just there. If you go back and watch The Golden Girls.
Girls.
She is unequivocally the best thing about everything. I just want everyone to know. If I got to hang out with Betty, am I bothering you right now? What's going on? You okay?
No.
Texting some people?
My wife.
Good for you.
She butt dialed me. And I'm telling her to stop butt dialing me unless she's going to use that butt.
An important message in the middle of my show. Thank you for that. Betty White, congrats. Happy 90.
Our show this morning.
There you go. Panzer 2G says, Scarpino Brothers, if you guys touch rings, what do you turn into? Also, if Nick is the keeper of 6 to 9 things at any given moment, what does Matt keep? I got nothing for that. Thanks, Panzer 2.
Yeah, but touch ring. I mean, my ring.
We touch ring? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm not wearing a ring right now.
Well,
I have one though.
What's your wife think about that?
Well, I just told her I got too fat and I had to take the other one off.
Well,
I got a new one though. It's pretty sweet.
Good for you. What's it made out of?
It's titanium. Or no, yeah.
Tungsten or titanium?
It's tungsten.
Yeah.
But it's a two-tone. It's silver and blue.
That's cool.
And it's like 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, so
It's
wider. About that wide.
I have a friend of mine that wears. He has an actual wedding ring, but because he always loses his wedding ring, he bought rings. They're made to look like rings, but they're rubber.
Oh, I've seen those.
So when you put them on, they look like a ring, but when you touch them, they're like you can just take them off, and they come in packs of like 10.
Yeah.
So every time he loses it, he just puts another one on, and he's like, "What's the difference? What's the difference?"
Are we gonna go over the pictures or?
Oh, there's pictures.
I didn't realize there were so many.
Let's go into them. Let's look at them real quick.
Okay.
There's Newt Scamander.
We're going back into the Beasts.
We're going back into the Beast. These
Is
are
this
some
the
production
original
stills.
Beasts?
No, this is from the new film. I don't remember this.
Is it out already?
Not yet.
But they're released these. These are production stills.
Yes. Go to the next one. That was a great shot. There's
is London?
Newt and Dan
Is this London,
Fogler.
England, or France? Is this supposed to be France?
I'm assuming this is Paris. If this is from the new
There's a
one.
bunch of art. That
Looks like Paris.
I mean, it could also be a backlot, but let's keep moving.
Sure.
Although these are all
Hell
great
yeah,
shots.
it's a good shot right there. That's a good shot.
There you go. That's a great shot. I think that's Matthew McConaughey behind him. Let's not even confirm that. Let's just go.
That's definitely not Matthew
That is not
Let's just go. I think it's
McConaughey,
McConaughey.
The front one's Jude Law? No, it's not.
Yeah, Jude Law.
That is
Yeah, Jude Law plays Dumbledore in this.
Yeah.
He's a young Dumbledore.
Oh, young Dumbies.
I'll tell you one thing right now. I fucking love Jude Law.
Gryffindor.
I watched The Holiday.
Hufflepuff.
Can you watch just one episode of the new Pope or Young Pope? Young Pope.
I'll try.
Just tell me if it fucking looks good.
I saw the first like half season.
Doesn't it look beautiful?
No, it's beautifully shot.
Yeah.
But at some point, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
It's a weird show.
I support
it's a weird
the Crown.
show. Yeah.
Even though they're changing casts now.
Is that Megan Fox?
I don't think that's Megan Fox. We'd have to look who up it is. But that's, of course, Johnny Depp as the bad guy, Grindelwald. We saw him at the end of the first film, and now he's back with awesome hair.
He needs money.
He needs money because apparently he has an addiction to red wine that he needs to keep that going. Did you hear about that?
No.
He was spending some outrageous amount of money monthly
on red wine.
On wine.
Does he know that that's a weird addiction?
He has a lot of weird
It's
addictions.
so much cooler to do like.
I read an article about him and I was like, what is your life like?
Horses?
Because he, first off, had a ton of houses.
Yeah,
had a ton of houses.
I thought he had an island.
I don't think he has
owned
that
an
anymore.
Oh,
he owes
sold it?
a lot of money. He was also suing his old management company for claiming that they stole money from him, and then they said you're a piece of shit, and then it got nasty.
Oh,
it got
okay.
Nasty. So we'll see. Let's keep going with tips real quick. THF the show says, I have faith in Solo. Why? Ron Howard is dope. Those Da Vinci movies stink, but that's the writing. They're directed well. I love Rush, In the Heart of the Sea, Apollo 13, and Backdraft. It'll be fun. First off, Rush is a fucking awesome movie. Remember that movie?
The driving movie?
No. Jennifer Jason Leigh, about the two cops that have to go undercover and they get addicted to heroin.
Nope.
Oh, it's fucked up. I think it's Jason Leigh, not Jason. Jennifer Jason Leigh and the guy from Speed 2. The fuck is his name? The guy from Lost Boys.
Yes,
Jason Patrick? No.
No, the older brother. The older brother in Lost Boys.
Michael, come with me. Michael, come.
Yeah.
Lost Boys is like,
and that was Santa Clara or Santa Clarita? Where did they have that?
That was I think it was a fictitious town of.
No, it was mid California. They moved.
They
from
shot
LA.
it in Santa Cruz though.
Yeah,
they shot parts of it in Santa Cruz.
Yes, but it's supposed to be Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, I want to say.
Which there is a Santa Clara.
There is a Santa Clara.
I work in Santa Clara, and I've driven all
Santa
around
Clara's
Santa
nothing
Clara,
like.
And I
no pier.
never found a fucking bridge that you could fall from. And
I want to say Santa
like
Clara landlocked.
What?
Landlocked.
Santa Clara is landlocked.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand. It looks like Malibu. Like the movie looks like it's shot in Malibu.
Yeah, so it's saying Santa Clara. That makes sense. I have a picture of me on my Instagram on that bridge in Santa Cruz.
The one they shot on?
Yeah, the actual one they
so
shot
it is Santa
on, which
Cruz.
is tiny.
Yeah. It's a tiny.
I think they shot.
Did you hang underneath the bridge?
I tried to.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
By the way,
Let go, Michael!
It's a scary fucking bridge. It's a really
that's
scary bridge.
Kiefer's
But it's
line.
hilarious because you look at the bridge, and this is why I love. This is just the beauty of '80s filmmaking. You look at the bridge, and they added all sorts of like fog and shit to it, so you couldn't see on the sides. To the left of that is the Santa Cruz outdoor like carnival park thing where they have all the rides and shit.
Where they did that.
Where they actually have the boardwalk. It's the boardwalk.
Oh, so they
it's
shot it
literally
all
when
around
you
there.
go over the bridge, it is right there. So it's like they just cropped that part out and made it look like it was way the fuck down in the woods, but it's not.
Here
you
it
can
is
see
right
So if you bring it up.
Oh, come on.
So that's how big the fucking bridge
So
is.
literally they hang underneath it and they fall 6 feet to the water.
Well, yeah, they were supposed to fall a lot, but yeah, if you were to jump off that thing, you'd probably just stub your toe. You'd be fine.
Oh, it's brilliant.
That's where it goes.
movie magic.
Let's do a couple more tips here. We've got a couple more coming in. Hey, Matt, if you like Deepwater Horizon, which I loved, it's like the Titanic for dudes. Check out Patriot Day. Check Patriots Day. Same director, another true story about the Boston Marathon bombing. So intense.
Oh, yeah, I
so
wanted
good.
to watch that. Thank you very much. Who said that?
That's a TFH show. It's also DJ. It's DJ Kento. You can just say, hey, thanks, DJ Kento.
Thanks, DJ Kento.
He changed his name because he's doing the Too Fucking Honest show. That's his new podcast.
What's it called?
Too Fucking Honest.
Nice.
Too Freaking Honest.
You're nailing it. Too fucking honest is what it is. No
Whatever. But he's really just DJ Kento, which, by the way, is way
DJ
easier.
Kentone.
It's way easier to say DJ Kento than TFH
Kento
show.
or Cantone, like Phil Cantone?
Kento. Like bento box.
Like bento box.
Like, I would like 3 items in my bento box, please. And they go, no, you get 2.
And you're like, then I'm going to Taco Bell.
And then I go, why do I try to stay on this protein diet?
Then I'm
and then I
going
eat all the
to
fucking white
Taco
rice
Bell.
and feel like a piece of shit. P. Jader Unchained says, paying my late birthday tax now, and here's a fun clip for you boys. Kevin is the keeper of all fun clips. If he thinks it's funny, we'll watch it. If he doesn't, he's gonna smash it into a little ball, throw it right at your forehead. DJ Kento says, speaking of Little House on the Prairie and Michael Landon, his son is Christopher B. Landon and is the director of Happy Death Day, which recently hit iTunes and is great. And you can probably get him on the Kind of Funny Morning Show. I want to see that movie. Are you familiar with this at all?
No.
Horror movie that came out, I believe, over the holiday break, called Happy Death Day. I'm gonna pitch you on this movie.
Okay, pitch.
It's Groundhog's Day, but it's a horror movie.
Preach. It's Groundhog's Day, but it's a horror movie.
Yep.
So every day he wakes up.
Every day she wakes up because
She
she's
wakes
smoking
up.
hot and she gets killed and has to figure out who's killing her every day.
Oh, I saw the preview for that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
It actually looks, it's one of those, I'm like, that's an interesting and actually cool Cool concept.
Hell, we watched
By the
it.
way, I watched The Babysitter the other day. Really liked it. That's one on Netflix that you should give a shot.
You liked it?
I did.
Is that Vin Diesel?
All right, cool.
It's super campy.
Is it Vin Diesel?
yeah.
No, he did do a movie called The Babysitter. This is a movie by Mick G. That was supposed to be
did?
released in wide. It was supposed to be wide release. She did Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, along with a couple other movies, including Terminator Salvation, which is weird. That movie was supposed to come out. Netflix said, "Hey, we like this." They scooped it up and they released it.
Oh wow!
So it's on Netflix right now. It's a fun horror movie about a kid who has to whose babysitter is a killer.
Great.
And they hunt him down.
Club.
And it's just got a great sense of humor and it's really, really fun.
I love it.
Tuss Spot says, "Hey Scarpinos, first time tipping, but been watching for a couple months. Keep up the great work of making my day. Love the MCU in review and have a great day, gentlemen. And Nick, can I get a butthole? Butthole.
I'm sorry?
This is the world I live in, Matt.
back.
Just deal with it.
Can I get a butthole?
Look at the camera and just say butthole.
Butthole.
There you go. Nickname 69 says, first time watching live. Love your work, Matt. The Coral Sword Studio is legit. Great work. What a great segue into our deep dive topic today. My brother, of course, built this studio when we decided to move out of Greg and Colin's old apartment and find this space. And Kevin found this space for us. We were like, what can we do with the space? It is basically the equivalent to a 2-bedroom apartment in San Francisco. Kind of spacious, but also has a fireplace that's weirdly placed. My brother came in and said we could do lots with this. Okay, so we called you. We were like, "What do you want to do?" And you were like, "Well, this." We were talking about LED screens because we worked with one for Kind of Funny Life 2, and you were like, "We could probably get one back there. It could be cool." And I'm like, "That doesn't make any sense. That seems way too cool." And you made it happen. So of course, because of that, you've told me numerous stories of people reaching out to you because they like the look of the studio, because they like your work at other venues, and one such person was Mr. Hunter Pence. So walk me through this process. How did this work for you?
Okay, so well, I mean, I met him at a small wedding in September of the
Whose wedding was that?
Kevin Coelho.
That was the Kevin Coelho.
Not even kind of close to how you say my name.
Coelis.
There it is.
Bruce Coelho.
Coeli.
Do you want me showing these images? Do you want me to tell me when to put them up?
when we talk through it, yeah, sure.
sorry,
It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so we met. So basically, I was talking to Alexis, actually, his wife. And, you hadn't gotten there yet. So she's like, is Nick here? Whatever. And then I was like, oh my God, don't turn around. That's Hunter Pence. And she was like, yeah, that's not a funny joke. And I was like, no, I mean, literally, I've never met him. So I hung out. We talked a little bit.
Yes,
and while we were in, because, remember Kevin's wedding had that moment where we stood in that room for 6 hours before we got fed.
Oh, I got hammered.
Yeah, so that was happening.
Oh man, and we were in the library, and I was just having a great time.
And I was like,
I was on drink 4 before the doors opened, and I was like.
So, anyways, he's talking to me, and he's like, man, you should work at all these other companies. And I said, like what? And he's like, well, you should do Twitch, and there's GameSpot, and I was like, yeah, I've done all. I mean, I've worked for all of them. And he went, oh, that's amazing. And so. He said, well, we'll contact you. So then we obviously were at the same table. Thank you, Kevin. And
it was the party table.
I might have been excited and dancing. And then I came off the dance floor, took my jacket off, and I said, when I come to Houston to do your studio, I'll be more professional. And he goes, you better be exactly like this.
Oh,
and I said, yes, sir, Hunter Pence. So then that was it. And then months go by. I contacted them through. Actually, I reached out to Alexis on social media, and then we exchanged emails, and we started going back and forth. We hooked up with they hooked me up with their partners. We had a little bit of trouble getting stuff kind of set up, and then it was weirdly the job went away in our book, and then it came back. Very last minute when Hunter was like, no, we really want to do this, and now you have 4 weeks.
So describe to me what Coral Sword Studio is. Where is it at? What's going on there?
Yeah, so Coral Sword is actually an endeavor by multiple partners. So it's a coffee shop first and foremost. Then
down in Houston, Texas.
In Houston, Texas.
So if you're in the Houston area, you guys can go over and check this out for yourself.
From downtown Houston.
If you're in Austin, drive your ass over to Houston right now.
It's
Stop
pretty
fucking
amazing.
around. Go to real Texas.
It's this interesting space. So it's cafe. It started as a cafe. They told us that. And are these up now?
Not yet. I was waiting for you.
So it's a cafe, and then all of the other cafes that are owned by it's serving Greenway coffee. A gentleman named David Brewer. And Sandy Bledsoe, or Sanford Bledsoe. They're the other owners besides Alexis and Hunter. And so they brought the coffee and the management, and this studio is also doing specialty food, so they're also doing pizza. So they have pizza ovens.
That's fun.
Yeah, so there are other, these guys took care of us.
Do we have pictures of what the actual coffee shop looks like? Kev, can you look those up?
I don't know if they. I mean, Alexis has a video where she walks around on her on Instagram. You could probably play that video because she does a walkthrough.
Alexis, if you're watching, text me with this.
Yeah, Alexis. She's supposed to be watching.
Again, I love Alexis to death.
She's probably.
She can only take so much of me and my breath.
She's probably
going to
be. Or no, that's not true.
She watched this for 5 minutes. She did that laugh,
us.
and she goes, "Ha!" And then she's like, "I got better shit to do."
No, they were amazing. I mean. They fed us. They kept my team. I brought my entire team in. All my other boys. Streetlight LLC did the lighting package. Phoenix Creative Group and Chris Torno, who's also the co-host on Midlife Ballers, did the video, camera, and audio package design. And then
Kevin, I'll send you the link right now to this.
Okay, great. Yeah. So basically, this little area
right above the topic
is in the back of the cafe, and then also adjacent is there's a barber shop, and above there's a tattoo parlor. So they're actually like all sort of this cool area to game, get your hair cut, get a coffee, get a slice of pizza, or some specialty baked goods, bakery items, I should say, not baked goods because it's not that kind of a thing. But essentially, they came to us and said, we want a podcast space, we want to stream games, we want to stream non-video games like Magic the Gathering card games, so they're shooting that as well. And then and they have a whole schedule.
Well, we have a video, I believe, of the studio right now. Kevin, can we click on this? Let's click on this.
Oh shit, so loud.
Yeah, I've actually seen this.
So apparently you can break it down. Oh, did I pick the wrong video, Lex?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Is this just Lex breaking it down?
I'm gonna go to the right video.
This is everything. No, this is oh no. Okay, this is the actual real video.
Is this the real video?
I just want everyone to know that Lex apparently can fucking break it down.
Did you look at this
Did you know
video?
that?
I don't think that's. Is that it?
When you worked for Alexis
I think
Pence,
that's their house.
Could she break it down?
I'm not sure if she could. She never did. I know that.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm just saying, Lex.
Cruise back to her Instagram.
I'm just saying there are people that sometimes you don't find your talent. Maybe you have. Maybe you found it.
No. But yes, so the studio, there's a picture of behind her where she's eating a pastry. Here's the thing, the other cafes they have, and that doesn't look like the
cafe.
It looks
shockingly like IGN in this picture.
No, that's not that.
That might be
not
IGN.
that picture. That's IGN.
That looks like Alex Solomita's desk.
She did a video. There's one without.
I feel like that's the video right there.
I don't know if that's the video.
All right, I'm going to play it for you guys.
You should play
Do
it.
you have any New Year's resolutions?
No.
Oh, no,
She said wrong video. She's texting me right now.
Why did she send it? Alexis, text me the video.
Play that one right there where she's got the sleepy eyes. Right there, that's what I want.
this one's
Yeah,
the
play that one.
first
Let's just
one.
play all of her videos on her Instagram.
This is
my
insane.
favorite day. This is my favorite day.
A Q&A with Eliza Schlesinger, which if you guys don't know who she is, she has 3 stand-up comedy specials on Netflix.
All right, kill this.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to.
Lex, if you're in the chat, just put it there. Just
she
put the link
can't.
in there.
Yeah, she's watching on her phone. She can't switch over. It's not a big deal. There is
probably getting her hair
the rest of the. Here's the deal. The rest of the cafe at the time we were there was not complete. They were still finishing it. So it opens February 2nd.
So the cafe is a cafe, and then Hunter wants to actually do the studio for people who want to come in and shoot as well.
Here's the thing.
And this is the cool part about this.
He
Let's pull
wanted
this
to
up.
do gaming.
Right.
The other owners wanted to have a space that they could lease or rent on an hourly basis to open podcast as a podcast studio for people that don't have. So the design includes this sort of fun back screen that is not an LED screen. That is actually a Sony 75-inch TV.
Right.
And then the other 2 are Sony 65s that are the confidence monitors. And then Chris designed the system with 2 Sony RoboCams. There's one in the middle, and there's one above on a down shot on the desk in case they do unboxings or they play Magic the Gathering or anything that we have to see those.
Right.
What are those shooting? Like, what do those shoot at?
I have no idea.
I'm sure they're HD.
Okay.
It is a comparable. I mean, that's the shot. That's one of the shots right there. But it's programmable, so there's a remote control. So basically,
Hunter's in the chat right now and in fact has confirmed she can break it down. She can break it down.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So we've confirmed that
so
right now.
Sandy right now, that's the gentleman on camera left, stage right. There is a whole control panel by him so you can actually click certain buttons.
So it's kind of like it's turnkey, right? That's what we're doing.
It's somewhat turnkey. Like there's a whole control panel like underneath the desk, buttons. Yeah. You have a remote control for the cameras, and then you can also switch to cameras that are in another room to put 30 to 50 people playing Magic the Gathering or other games in that room. They're putting more monitors in there on Cobra stands that roll around.
I love this.
So the idea is the whole space can become a video tournament space.
This set looks really, really
good.
No, it turned out really
here's why I love this, and here's why I wanted to talk to you about this
Earth,
project, because this obviously comes from a passion standpoint for Hunter. I've known Hunter for a while now. I know he's super into gaming, and I know that you can see the smile on his face right here that he's enjoying the hell out of this. I love this because it's going to enable people who maybe don't think they have the resources to do a podcast or to come in and start a Twitch channel to be able to see what the pro side of that is. And the more turnkey it is, the better. If we could get this studio more turnkey, that'd be even better. Maybe we can work on that next. But
it's pretty,
what is that?
It's pretty turnkey.
I'm joking
right
around.
now.
I'm working really hard.
I mean, we literally
I've been playing a bunch of
get it?
It was just a little.
I'm really excited. We're doing party mode today, and there is some stuff that I made so it's more turnkey, and I'm very excited to try that out and see how that.
Well, yeah, one of the obviously hurdles of starting a business like this or trying to do this for a full time is that you don't. It's difficult to build a space like that from scratch, especially if you don't have the know-how. So being able to walk in and see it there, and even being able to like. If there's anyone, as a resource that you can answer questions, or you can see kind of how that flow is supposed to work, I think goes a very long way. And I think it's cool that they're opening up the space for people to be able to come in and either rent the space or utilize the space in some capacity and be able to do that. As for tabletop gaming, I just won't talk about that.
One thing I want to clarify.
I don't know anything about tabletop gaming.
I think we should try to play D&D. Because
I tried to play D&D one time.
The time we played
and
it,
Mike Jucker made fun of me and called me a halfling, which is a quarterling.
That's so good. He's a genius.
By the way, Mike Jucker, not that much taller than me. Drucker.
I don't think he's
see on Saturday.
He's like a baby, like one hair.
He's beautiful.
I just want to also say, because I forgot one of the owners, one of the major contributors, Ming Chen.
Oh, Ming, yeah, we've had him on the show.
Is also
awesome.
Ming did our podcast.
He's also in that owner's group, so he's part of that as well.
Ming from Comic Book Men.
Correct. And the gaming schedule right now would be Monday nights. They would be doing Scrabble, Tuesday and Thursday Smash Brother tournaments, which that was hysterical too. We started talking about that because they were playing Smash Brothers, but before they started playing Smash Brothers, Hunter and Alexis told me that you specifically. This Nick Scarpino method of Smash Brothers is really maddening. Now I don't play Smash Brothers, but it sounded like. You're a bitch. Yeah. And they were like, all he does is stand on the edge of maps and shoots arrows. And that's ridiculous. And I was like, is that a thing? Kevin, is that bad?
He's actually taught a bunch of people to play, and you can tell because they used the Scarpino method.
Yeah, I mean, this was a big thing.
Let me break this down.
For like an hour they were talking about. And Hunter loves you.
Let me break this down.
But the arrow on the edge of the map thing
first
is
off,
really
first off, Hunter plays as Pac-Man, and he utilizes those, what do they call it?
The fire hydrants.
The fire hydrants in the most annoying way you've ever seen. So, Hunter, you don't have a leg to stand on in this. Having said that,
holy shit.
Because that's some cheap ass shit right there. Having said that, the brilliance of the Scarpino method, as I call it, is that
Which is funny because he said Scarpino method and I thought something about your college days, but continue moving on.
The brilliance of the Scarpino method, as I call it, is that even if you lose the match, you've still taken something from people. And that something is their patience, right? The idea behind it is, you remember the Shock and Awe campaign from the Gulf War?
Sure.
I like to do that as well, but instead of awe, I like to shock and annoy. I like to shock and annoy.
It was so annoying that apparently they know your method.
I don't feel like I've done it right unless Tim Gettys, who may or may not even be playing, goes, God damn it, Nick. I want to hear an audible, G darn it, Nick, from Tim Gettys. I don't care if he's in the room. That's when you know you've done it right. Are people scared of me? Yes. Is it psychological warfare? Yes. Am I one of the top tier Smash Brothers tournament players on the planet? No.
Not at all.
Far from it. Have I ever claimed that? I sure have. I sure have.
What do they say?
You know why? Because that annoys people. That annoys people, and that's part of the fun. Panzer2 says Nick is the only true champ. It's true, even though I lost the belt, and I lost my my attempts to get the belt last time from Tim. Tim beat my ass in Smash Brothers, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Super nerdy.
This is really cool. This is really cool, and I hope I get a chance to go down to Houston and see this.
I mean,
one
here's
day.
the deal. It opens on the 2nd, and it's 1318 Telephone Road, Suite 3. You should go check it out. If you see stuff, take photos of the set, tweet me. That's awesome. I want to see how many people actually cruise and are part of this. The other thing that's great is this is you're talking about how Hunter is infectious. His energy, his positive outlook, just talking to him in between stuff, and the fact that they are looking possibly to do more of these. I mean, my entire team, again, thank you guys in Houston. we're super excited and honored that we were able to accommodate this and have fun and play. And this is her video, yeah. So you finally found the video.
Your lashes look great in this
Hunter
video.
texted it to me.
Hunter texted it because he was paying attention.
Thank you.
On probably a computer.
Alexis.
In between awesome workouts.
Lord knows.
Do we want to watch?
Yeah, let's maybe scrub it.
Just scrub through it as we talk. It's fine.
A little
Just keep
bit,
it muted.
And you can do a. So that's the actual side. The idea is also like, like this studio, the art on the sides of the walls can change.
That's fun, yeah.
Stuff. No, she's got, I'm super proud of Alexis also. She's like really.
That's dope.
She's getting up there. And I love following her because she's always interviewing and always guesting on something.
Oh, dude, she's like hanging out with Eliza Schlesinger. That's huge.
No, yeah, right.
Eliza's one of the biggest comedians right now.
Okay, so I did not see this.
Fucking tight.
No, this is it. So
what is that?
Okay, so Wired Up, that was an old sign. So they had actually, when we were there, because again, guys, everyone, this was this whole thing came together. We did the whole studio in 2.5 days. From oh my gosh,
I want a van that has that on the side of it. Kevin, can we get a Honda Odyssey and paint that on the side of it?
They hired someone to do a graphic, an actual mural on that wall right there.
He's tall. You can tell how tall he is right there.
He's beautiful. He's very tall.
Gorgeous
he
man.
actually gave me a hug on our second day, and I put my arms around. I made the mistake of grabbing over his shoulder.
Don't do that.
And he almost lifted me
tight.
up, and it was amazing. It was a Kate Winslet.
No, I mean when he embraces me, I feel safe. I do want you to know that.
I just feel like
warm and I feel safe.
Now we have a problem because
he's probably like move on right now.
You and I share Hunter Pence, and I feel like we're gonna have to.
No, let me explain to you how terrified I was
friend.
when you were hanging out with Hunter, because you have a propensity for just bold-faced lying and making shit up about me.
I didn't say anything.
You sure do. I can't even imagine what Hunter and Alexis and all the people in Houston, Texas think about me right now. Because sometimes you pull a little thread, and you're like, let's start talking about Nick when he was in high school, and then it's all sorts of made-up bullshit.
I never said any of that, ever. I mean, I never talked about...
Take everything my brother says with a grain of salt.
I never talked about how you were a band nerd, and how you were overweight, and that you ate all that food in college, and that you used to shoot videos for weddings, and that you were super angry all the time. I never said any of that.
No. Something that hasn't changed.
So this is the second back. This is the back room that he's walking through right now. That is getting a bunch of cameras, streaming cameras, the webcams, and then that's the counter.
That's a cool space.
So this is actually still in. This was still in process on the day. So that's the main counter, and they'll have pizza. That's the cafe. Or the coffee machine, and then there's a whole everything's powered. There's all these cool booths that have storage in them and power underneath. That's Dave Brewer.
Cool.
This dude makes donuts, makes pastries. The coffee's amazing. The coffee actually is amazing. To work in a coffee shop when you're actually working on
that's one of the things I claim.
We drank so much coffee.
I claim to
the
love
donuts were stunning.
I claim to love coffee.
That, but they were amazing.
I claim to love coffee.
I do not need any more donuts, but I ate a lot of donuts. Also, the damn breakfast burritos. Oh my God, they have so much food because they have multiple cafes that do specialty items.
Well, there you go.
In Houston. Okay, so he's talking about the studio, and there's Hannah walking out the back door because we had a little area out there. But that's what it looked like before we got there. Scarpino man, I don't know what am I looking at?
946 followers. What is that?
Instagram.
Instagram? We gotta get you up. We gotta get you above 1,000.
I'm not posting on Instagram. I do a lot more on Twitter. I'm at
That's sad. No brother of mine will have less than 1,000 or fewer than 1,000
I'm
followers.
5,000 on Twitter though.
Well, yeah, but you gotta get the Instagram.
I know. I gotta post more. Well, and I also started posting on Go Button. But this is funny. She posted me that. But yeah, so that's it.
Very cool. Well, thanks for talking about that. Everyone, if you're in Houston, double check when that's always. When's it open?
February 2nd.
February 2nd. Go by, get a cup of coffee.
There's specialty items all day long, and they're also doing half off coffee, tea, food items.
And maybe
7 a.m. to midnight.
if you dare, bring your deck of Magic the Gathering, and if Hunter's there,
be careful.
Challenge him. It's one of the things that it's one of those things that I'm
weird.
like. Hunter's like, oh, I'm deep into Magic. And I'm like, people still play that? And he looked at me like I was a fool.
No,
like,
dude,
how
you don't
dare
understand.
you not understand that people love Magic the Gathering?
You have to understand who. See, that's why I don't think you're really good friends with Hunter Pence, because I don't think you know who the core of the man is.
There are deep layers of
Did we talk
onion.
About baseball? No, I didn't talk about baseball.
No, good, because you don't know anything about baseball.
I don't know anything about baseball, but we didn't talk about baseball, and I didn't talk about
What sport do you think you know the most about?
I played football, so probably football. Okay. Although I played baseball a little bit, but I didn't really. I mean. Fat Italians don't play baseball.
No, we don't play baseball.
No.
Fat Italians rig baseball games and we bet on them.
Then we go, forget about it.
Forget about it. They're going to win. They're going to win. How do you know?
Yeah.
Got a little
I
tip.
talked to Hunter Pence.
Nah.
He's going to shank the shit out of that.
Wow, okay. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Matt, thanks so much for that.
I love
P.S. I love this
Greg
best
gave me the
friend. XOXO is your opportunity to nominate someone in our community you feel is doing a great job. Go to kindafunny.com/bestfriend to nominate, just like Shelby did. Shelby is shouting out Steven. Shelby says, he is an amazingly supportive husband and always goes above and beyond to make me happy. He is so gorgeous and caring, and I love the way he makes me laugh. I owe it to him for introducing me to Kinda Funny, and I would be lost without him. Thank you, my love. It's very nice. It's very nice. Matt, as you know, because I assume you watch the show religiously every day, we give away a game each and every day on the show, and here's how you win.
Okay, let's do it. Do I take my shirt off?
No, please don't.
You never, let's put it this way. You never have to take your shirt off.
You never should either.
You never have to take your shirt off.
Shouldn't do it either.
Look, a little penis with a hat.
Oh my god.
It's from another movie.
Leave it
about
around.
baseball. Yeah, there. Oh, good call.
Thank you. I know. Don't fuck with me in my house. There's 4 ways to win. 1, be in the Twitch chat right now, just like Hunter Pence used to be. I don't know if he's still in there, but he might be. 2, you can be a Twitch subscriber. You can subscribe to us on Twitch using your Amazon Prime account. If you got Amazon Prime, click the button, give us that free sub, and it's no sweat off your astrobule. 4, you can be a Patreon supporter at the $2 above level on patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Spoilers, not only do you get entered in to win that, but you get to watch all of our podcasts that we stream live and early. You get early access to all that stuff. It's really, really fun. You get the pre and post show. You get to see live. It's definitely worth the $1. Today's winner comes from the Twitch chat. Congratulations to Cameron M. Plays. No, I apologize. That was yesterday's winner.
Nope.
Bradley Costa from the Kinda Funny Patreon has won Thimbleweed Park on PS4. By the way, never played Thimbleweed Park, but it is my all-time favorite shirt that I've ever gotten.
I mean, it's got the word weed in it, so that's fantastic. No? Is that not a thing?
It's up to you.
No,
It's San Francisco. I didn't
It's
know.
legal now,
It's
but
right.
people still frown
Are we
upon
not
it.
talking about weed?
We talk about weed.
In the house of... Cool, Greg, can I get a weed check on that?
Yeah, we're talking about
Weed!
That's it for the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into the 3 and 3. We'll take 3 comments,
love this
questions,
guy.
or concerns from the non-subscribers, or the norms as I refer to you. That's right. And then after that, we'll go into the subscribers, the golden children, the diamonds in the rough, the wind beneath our wings, the angels above us. You were all amazing. Let's see here. Mr. Yasman300 says, Nick and Matt, which movie deserves more award recognition, Logan or Wonder Woman? Did you see Logan and Wonder Woman?
No. I saw half of Logan the other day because I was like, what's happening right now?
Half of Logan.
I know. That's my thing, dude. Wonder Woman, don't care. I would say Logan because it's got the Jacks in it. No, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of really wanted to see Wonder Woman because
You should see Wonder Woman. I think Logan is a better film. And I think Logan actually should be nominated. I think Wonder Woman still sits squarely in the superhero, it's just kind of blah. It was a good film for DC, but I think you put that up against Logan. No way, no way. Let's see, the Indie Boy says, Matt, as producer, please plug Midlife Ballers. Mark Freeman.
Oh my God, yes. Midlife Ballers. Sorry, Mark, that we've been, that's the podcast that Chris and I have that we do every week, that we've been a little lackadaisical on the last two weeks.
That happens.
Because we have been dealing with things like Coral Sword. Although, we did Chris shot a lot of footage while we were there. So that is going to be a special thing. And there were some other stories that can't make air that I've told Nick, but ooh, yeah, that can be a little crazy. But yes, thank you, Mark Freeman. I was watching. That's great.
Amy Gill says Logan is a cut above. I think a lot of people are agreeing with us right this. Although, again, not to denigrate Wonder Woman, good film. Logan did something special, though.
About a strong woman.
Did something special. Let's take a couple other questions. I watched Wonder Woman the other day. It didn't live up to the hype everyone made around it, says Forgotten Hell. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. Nick, what's the Scarpino method from college? Who knows what that was going to be? Who knows what that was going to be?
Can I say what it is?
No, you certainly can't. Because I guarantee it's going to be mildly racist or sexist. And we're going to, we're just not doing that on this show. Not in this political climate, sir.
It does not
in this
include
political
sex.
climate.
It does not include sex.
That's because I didn't get laid till deep into college.
This guy didn't get laid. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Scarpino method is crying in your pillow.
Salty CSC13 says, Nick, is that your brother or Matt Serra's? Brother.
Jesus Christ.
He does look, actually, you do look like Matt Serra. Do you know who Matt Serra is?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic.
I think someone made that joke before.
You look a lot like Matt Serra, and you actually act a little like Matt Serra. You just don't do jujitsu like he does.
Okay, so I'm sorry for that.
Striven says, Matt, what are your thoughts on The Departed? Remember that movie?
With about
Alec Baldwin, Mark Wahlberg, and Matt Damon, and Jack Nicholson and Leo.
Yeah. Long. Long.
Really?
And the end of it. No, I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying, yeah, okay, there were some storylines in that. And the end of it was fantastic with the rat. Remember the rat?
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking rat. Okay, I loved it.
Your brother hates it.
I hate it.
Okay, move on.
Well, let's move on. Let's go into cyberbullying mode.
Okay, what are all these codes you're saying right now?
I don't know. I had to learn them.
Because you're saying super
said, Nick,
fast
they
things.
said, Nick,
what if we
you're
slow? This
going-
is not part of your stand-up, man. Slow down a little bit. Take time. Breathe.
We are 1 minute away from having to end this show, and I got to answer 3 more questions. And why I have to answer those questions, I don't know. Nobody produces this show. Nobody tells me I have to do any of these things.
You produce this show.
I'm the one that
You're
could just
the
say we're not
producer.
talking to subscribers anymore, but I want them to get time with us because they're the ones that actually care enough to give money. Everyone else just sucking off that free teat.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, keep going. God damn it, there's more questions. They're talking
You know
about
what
me.
I mean?
Thanks,
Thanks,
They're
Matt.
talking about me. Look, we're a good duo.
Matt.
Maybe you should move down to LA and we can have our own show.
Well, Kevin and I are working on it. Matt, you sure aren't related to you sure you aren't related to Dave Lang from Iron Galaxy? Nobody.
Jesus.
Who is that?
Sorry about that.
I don't know who Dave Lane is from Iron Galaxy.
Nobody knows?
Matt, what's your best celebrity impression? Ooh, this is a fun game.
Which one do you want?
Whatever one you think is your best.
I have to. No, we've done it on the 2 years ago on the Patreon special. My best is probably. But in Hebrew, Jehovah starts with an I.
I was just a boy when I came over this hill and saw.
Be careful what you shoot at, man. Most things down here don't react too well to bullets. And
Indiana.
And close
We
enough.
named the dog Indiana.
I am really pissed off. Yes, remember when he's like, and you're
Rising
Scottish
Sun.
from Rising Sun.
Why
and
is
he's
this? Why
speaking
do we cast the
Japanese.
Scottish guy to speak Japanese?
Yeah, and he's like this.
Anyone? Anyone?
Oh,
No.
hi.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, so I'm doing Sean Connery from all walks of life.
Fun.
It's one of my. It's
Man,
one of
they really
my
went.
better
They
ones.
went out there with Rising Sun. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Rising
Always
Sun.
been on black. Go high.
Fargo Brady says, "Is that Bane? Haha." I think he's just referring to you in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice.
The fire rises, brother.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
the fire
FedEx is here.
rises.
Continue. Which one of you brothers would win an arm wrestling match?
Easily my brother.
Fucking jujitsu over here.
No, he would. You.
Because I would just put him on his back and he would flip me and then take me.
Jesus.
You think we? You think
fucking
I've?
Christ.
Because I haven't.
In
I haven't been
an
working
arm
out.
wrestling contest?
Arm wrestling.
Yeah, but you lift shit all the time.
No,
Yeah, you're
I don't
way
know
better.
about that. Is
you got more
what's
girth
that
to put
about?
behind it.
Is there? Is this? This is the new Mitch.
That is the new Mitch.
Because you don't do Mitch anymore.
I do Mitch sometimes.
do Mitch right now. I don't think you do.
The fuck's Mitch?
Turn sideways. Nick used to do this thing in college where he'd go like
I
this.
still do it.
Oh, Mitch. And
Oh, now
he would
it's
turn
like-
and then he would pop and
Yeah.
he'd pop you.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, calm down, Mitch, calm down. Like he would bring it down because Mitch would always a charm.
What is
Now,
it called
Mitch-
now? It's like the serpent or.
We call it the snake, but Mitch was the
this-
name
it's
of the
a-
snake in college. Thank you for reminding that. And it's from Road Trip. Remember Green? What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Had the snake and he's
he
like,
was married
eat the
to,
rat, Mitch.
Wasn't he married
Eat
to
the
what's her
rat.
name?
He was married to Drew Barrymore,
Drew Barrymore
very
for a while.
briefly for a while, and then she
Dave
realized
Green?
how much she'd fucked her life up
What
and
the fuck is his
divorced
name?
him.
Something Green. Not Alan Green.
Not Alan
Dave
Green. Alan Greenspan? Nope.
Green. Seth Green. Steve Green.
Stephen Michael Green.
Gene
Philly Beducci.
Green. Oh, I love it.
I want to say Seth Green, but that's not his name.
No, it's not. It's
What the
Logan
fuck?
Green.
No, what's his name?
Yeah, we'll
Someone in
figure
the chat will say, we're not leaving until we figure this out.
Yeah, it's
Al Green. No, that's
it's
it.
not.
Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Thank you.
Tom Green. He
python. It's
says,
the
"Yeah,
python.
Mitch was the snake, and they wouldn't eat the mouse." So that what Nick made.
I love, what was the scene where he's staring at the snake and he's like, eat the mouse. You know, he like yells at it. God, that was
I
funny.
love how he had like 3 years, and then
He had
nobody
a
gave
solid
shit.
3 years, man. MTV was like, this guy's gonna
He
be
was
our
also
poster boy.
in. He was also in Full Throttle, or one of them.
Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, yeah.
Was he?
Yes,
remember
because
he
they
was-
were together.
Yeah, she threw
She
him a
put him
bone.
in. Remember, his name was Chad. The Chad.
Chad.
Remember the Chad?
You like the Chad's
yeah.
breakfast?
The Chad.
That was
It was
fucking
weird.
And he called her
weird.
Starfish.
It was a strange thing.
Stinky brown starfish.
Ladies
Cool
and
Brad
gentlemen,
knows what I'm talking about.
that is it for the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Matt, thank you for joining
This was
me.
amazing.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.
Maybe we'll get
Thanks,
lunch
everybody.
in about 5 minutes. Everyone else out there, thank you for joining us. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will not be here Friday. Greg will be filling in for me. I'll be down in LA
What?
on an impromptu trip. Yes, I'll tell you about that later.
great.
So I'll be down in LA for a couple of days
Yeah,
going
that's
to
where I
Funhouse
live.
Live. It's going to be great. If you guys are down in LA at Funhouse Live, we'll probably see you there. If not, I'll be back tomorrow, but then I'll be back on Monday after that. Don't forget about SF Sketchfest this weekend. Coming back hot on Saturday to join all of you guys over there for some shit arcade. It's going to be great. Matt, thank you so much. Everyone else, I love you. I'll be back in 5 seconds to read subs. Stick around for Kind of Funny Games Daily with Greg and Gary Whitta. Kevin, Got the feed.